Okay, welcome friends. In this video, we'll be learning about the basics. Like once you will be at the very initial stage, at this stage, how to start drawing the things. Like what are the basic commands we need to draw anything or to model anything. So it is just a very basic video. And after this video, I will be making some more videos step by step how you will be increasing your level of drawing and modeling into this software. So basically whenever you are going to open your 3ds Max with V-Ray 6, your screen will look like this one. Okay, so here are the four quadrants. You can see front, top, left, perspective. So it's up to you in whatever the quadrant you want to work, or side by side you can work like this screen. So this four quadrant screen will be useful when you are working onto a big screen, like large screen, at least 32-inch screen. So it will be very much helpful for a designer to see anything side by side into any perspective. Like let's take an example. Over here I am going to drawing something into perspective view, right? Let's say I have taken this box from the very right side. Okay, these are the default settings you will be able to see onto the right side into the standard primitives, and the first one, right? Click on box, you will be drawing something like this. So the same thing will be visible to you in top view, front view, left view. So you can change the viewport uh, as per your wish. So if I want to see this as a solid box, I need to press F3, right? Into every quadrant, click F3, so you will be able to see it a solid colored box. You can remove the grid also by pressing G button on the keyboard. G, select the quadrant, G, select the quadrant again, press G, then this, right? So whatever I am going to draw in this perspective view, the same will be visible to you into other quadrants, like how it looks in left side, top side, or the front side. So even if I am moving this ball or this object, it will be visible to you in every quadrant. You can see, like, this is the basic need if you are going to work in this four divided screen. But right now I am going to explain you the basic settings into the one screen, that is the perspective view. So select that view into which you are going to work, and on this very left side, click on this arrow and you can select any kind of screen. So this is a single screen. If I want to see two split screen, it will be visible like this. Okay, so it is up to you. In some of the systems you will be able to see this. Some of the persons are having this screen visible onto yours onto the left side of the screen. So just it's up to you whether you want to work into the layers. I will be making an extra video for this one. So for the time I am going to close this window. So from here I can close this, right? So let's go into the perspective view. You can go to the perspective view by just pressing P button, P onto the keyboard. Okay, P onto the keyboard. And as I told you, if you want to rotate and you want to, first of all I want to see this as a solid, click on F3. So solid. Now if I want to rotate this object, either I can click on this one. You can see onto the right top bottom, you can see this one. So I will click left button of the mouse and hold it, and you can rotate by this one also into any of the view. It is written you can go into any view, right? Or simply press and hold Alt button onto the keyboard, and the center button of the mouse, that is your wheel key, you can rotate this one as per your requirement. right? So this is what is the basic things into the software. That is how you, if I want to go to top view, I want that this should be visible to me in the top view. Just press T for top view. You can see by rotating the wheel of the mouse, you can zoom in and zoom out of the object. If I want to go to front view, click on F, it will be front view of something, right? If I want to go to left view, press L, right? Understood? Now, how we are going to draw simple thing in this software. Now to the right side, you can see into the standard primitives, some options are given to you, some shapes are given to you which you can use to further make things with some other adjustments. So let us click on to this box, and you can create the box by clicking left key of the mouse and hold it. Now once the area of the box has been selected, now you will leave the left key of the mouse, and you can move up and downward like into the Z axis to give it a height, like extrude command in the AutoCAD, right? You can see, but I'm not very much sure about the dimensions of the box, but I want to give some specific dimensions to this box. Now go to the right side into this parameters. Okay, let's say first of all these parameters are visible, the length, width and the height of the box, but by chance you have clicked somewhere onto the screen. Now this box is not selected, but I want to see the dimensions. You will be selecting that particular object, right? Here it will be visible that what thing you have selected. So it is box 1. Let's say I am giving some name, box, simple box. Now go to this modifier or this modify. You can see the cursor here, it will show you the dimensions of the box. So I want to give some particular dimension like 10 feet by 6 feet by 2 feet, right? So in any of the way you can give the dimensions, right? So how you will be going to use these dimensions? First of all, into the customize button, click on unit setups. From here you can use metric or US standard into the inches and feet. It's up to you in what way you want to give the dimensions, right? So I am working in feet and inches. So this is how you will be going to give the proper size of the box. Same we can go for the cone. Like if you want to make a cone, you can click onto the screen, draw it, leave it, it will give you the height, then click, it will give you the upper diameter, right? Lower diameter or upper diameter. So if you further want to give some specific dimensions to this cone, over here into the parameters you can give these dimensions, radius 1, radius 2 and the height. But if you have clicked somewhere else on the screen, these dimensions are not visible. So click that particular object, click on the modify, and you can give your particular dimensions. Like say radius 1 is 3 feet, radius 2 is 1 feet, height is 10 feet, right? So you can give any dimension. Going back to this command of the modeling, you can make any other thing also, like a tube. You want to make a tube, it will need the height or the length of the tube and internal and outer diameter of the tube. So click like this, leave it, then it will be created something like this. So over here you can see you are unable to see the thickness of the tube. So giving the value from here, let's say outer thickness is 8, outer radius is 8 feet, right? Inner radius is 7 feet, right? Height I want to give is let's say 15 feet, right? So you can see this box, this pipe has been created, right? So box, cone and the tube has been created, and you can go for other shapes also from here. And if you are going to the extended primitives, initially it is set to the standard primitives. Extended primitives, you can create some other things also, right? You can see L extension. L extension, it is created something like this, right? So similarly it will ask you for some dimension, going to selecting the object, going into the modify command. Now you can give any dimension to this L section. Let's say one side width is 10 feet, right? Other side length is 15 feet, right? And front length, now the width I want to give 2 feet, 2 feet, height 10 feet. So you can see in a single click I can create L wall or L section, right? So this is how you will be able to draw these things. Once create the things onto the screen, then you will be able to give it some specific dimensions. Now just press F4 on your keyboard. Once you will press F4 on the keyboard, you will be able to see some segments onto these shapes, right? F4, right? So here you will be able to see the segments. More the number of segments, more the smoother will be the shape. Like into this one, into this 5, the side segments are 18. You can see, right? If I am going to increase the segments, the shape will become more smooth, right? If I am decreasing the segment, it will be more rigid, right? More straight segments will be visible to you. As with the increase in the number of segments, the shape become more smooth, right? In any of the sections. So we will be discussing about this into a later video, right? So you can give any segment to this one. So this is how in this video some basic things are there which you need to draw into the very basic of the 3ds Max. Try these all things on your own once, then I will be making video further into the rotation, move, changing the size of the object without changing the dimension, right? So thank you everyone.